My name is Felice, and I'm the Happy Star Wars guy. And today we're going to talk about the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is a animated series. It's computer generated image, CGI, and it was done quite a while ago. The director was Dave Filoni, and he did a fantastic job. He brought in a lot of stuff that had been discussed in earlier stories in the books and brought it onto the screen to make it canon, which was awesome because when things end up on the screen, they become canon, and that's just super exciting because it's finally like, yes, we know this happened, and we're gonna see the good or the bad of what comes of the story. So, anyway, a couple of years ago, they decided to bring back the Clone Wars and do one final season. And it premiered on Disney Plus yesterday and went live. And the first episode, it's not long. I expected kind of a 40-minute season premiere, which was kind of disappointing. However, the 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 new cinematography seems a bit different and more intense. Not intense, maybe just visually pleasing. I think they did a really good job in the introduction of this episode. This episode brings in a group of clones who are modified clones. They're not direct clones of Jango Fett. They've modified them to try to enhance their knowledge or their abilities. So we have a sniper soldier. We have a super strong soldier that, as it was pointed out by Star Wars Explained, a Hulk of a character. I think that's a pretty good description of that clone trooper Wrecker. In this storyline, it's going to focus a lot on the clones, and it's going to help us understand how some of the clones survived the Clone Wars and did not have the repercussion of Order 66. The storyline is going to lead into and all the way up to Order 66. It's going to reintroduce the beloved character Ahsoka Tano, who ends up showing up in Star Wars Rebels as Agent Fulcrum. Now, if you haven't seen Star Wars Rebels, go check it out. I'll put the link in this video so you can check that out and see Ahsoka come back. I'll put the links in for the Clone Wars if I can. I haven't checked, honestly. If you haven't watched the Clone Wars, you're really missing out on a great storyline. Fun, exciting stories, fun, exciting characters. But particularly this episode focuses on Rex having an inclination that the droid army is somehow figuring out the clones' army strategies. And he has a hunch that there was a clone that ended up surviving and somehow feeding this knowledge to the droid army. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave it at that because if you haven't watched it, you got to see it. It's on Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus, I'm not sure how to watch it. I think it's only going to be on Disney Plus for $6.99 a month. And if you love Star Wars, it's well worth it. But if you love all the other stuff of Disney, it's super fun to have that app. Anyway, the introduction episode to Star Wars Clone Wars was really good, and I can't wait to watch the rest of the episodes. So next week, I'm going to give a recap of some of the highlights of Star Wars Resistance because it's finally over. It was the last season. There's no more Star Wars Resistance. They did 2 seasons and they did a really good job. So next week I'm going to talk about that. So tune in for that. If this is your first time watching my video, please like and subscribe. Go check me out on Instagram. I'm Happy Star Wars. because I ran out of characters, so I couldn't say Happy Star Wars Guy. I don't know. Instagram is kind of weird. So follow me on Instagram. I'm sharing various pieces of my collection you can see, and trying to share a little bit of knowledge with some of the cards that I share. So check that out as well. Again, like and subscribe. I'm just trying to build an audience and bring happiness and joy back to Star Wars, because I was getting tired of all the negative reviews. So with that, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you.